Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking This Week in Bonus LEGO News, where every Saturday I bring you the LEGO stories you need to know. We've got another awesome week with the reveal of the LEGO Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition, 2022 Ninjago Legacy, recolored creator sets, and all the advent calendars revealed. LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales, and are we finally getting an update about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up over at Amazon, the LEGO Super Mario Bowser's Castle Boss Battle set is 20% off. The Piranha Plant Power Slide is 30% off. The Master Your Adventure Maker set is 28% off. And Whomp's Lava Trouble is 25% off. Next from LEGO Ideas, the Friend Central Perk is 20% off. And at Walmart, the LEGO Ideas Treehouse is 15% off. From LEGO City, the Fire Helicopter Response is 43% off. Plus, you can save 25% off Kai's Mech Jet and the Avengers Truck Takedown. And don't forget, over at LEGO, you can get the free LEGO Ideas Sailboat Adventure with purchases over $200. And if you want to pick anything up and support the channel, you can find these deals and more in the description below. Next up from LEGO Harry Potter, we got the announcement of the Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition, with 3,010 pieces retailing for $250. This unique 18+ set features brick-built versions of many of the artifacts from the Harry Potter series. And at the top of the sculpture is this stunning brick-built version of Hedwig. There are many posable joints to create all the right angles, and I just love the look of the face. And Hedwig is rendered here at such an impressive size, far larger than the Hedwig set that we got previously. Below that, we've got a unique build for the Golden Snitch with the hot air balloon pieces as the wings, all in that metallized gold. And below that, we've got 3 large printed tiles featuring the Hogwarts acceptance letter. There's a spot to write your own name, and I really like all the detailed printing. Next, we've got 5 neat builds filled with different ingredients. There's the gillyweed Neville gives Harry, the polyjuice potion that they all take, and a glow-in-the-dark vial for the liquid luck that Harry gives Ron. And they all can be placed in a unique box featuring HG for Hermione Granger. There's a nice build for Harry's glasses, as well as a build for Harry's wand sitting on a bunch of books, including Tom Riddle's diary. And poking out from the book, we've got a Gryffindor scarf that can be customized to any of the houses. There's a nice build for the chocolate frog, as well as one for the wizard card featuring a golden Dumbledore. And the build can be placed on this amazing collector style stand. And the stand can actually be expanded to hold the other 6 20th anniversary figures. And as you can see, this set includes 3 exclusive figures of its own. At the center, we've got Albus Dumbledore, and we had to expect that he'd be coming eventually, and he looks just great. The biggest surprise for me is the biggest figure, Hagrid, who again is so cool looking in gold. And finally, we've got Professor McGonagall with great printing on the torso and the dress. While I know this set won't be for everyone, I'm an enormous fan of it, as I think it's really stunning and incredibly detailed. And with 3 highly sought after exclusive figures, I do think collectors are going to pick this one up. You can pick this up on September 2nd if you want to support the channel. There's a link in the description below. Next up, it's looking like we could get some LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news coming out of Gamescom this year, which will be virtual from the 25th through the 27th. In a video this week hyping up their opening night live, they teased some new games, and it was at this part of the video that we saw a familiar face in LEGO Darth Vader, which is giving fans like me hope that we might finally get some news. As you know, the game was originally supposed to come out in 2020 and has been delayed multiple times. We've even seen the departure of key TT Games employees, including another 2 this week. And of course, there was the false industry rumor that Warner Brothers would be selling TT Games, the studio behind the game. So as you can imagine, a lot of us fans have been wondering if this game would ever see the light of day. So I'm very eager to see what comes of this Gamescom announcement, or if it'll even turn out to be nothing. I'm definitely keeping hope alive, but we'll have to wait and see. But one LEGO Star Wars project we won't have to wonder about is the LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales original special coming to Disney Plus on October 1st. This Halloween-themed special takes place after the events of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The story features Poe Dameron and BB-8 having a run-in with Graballa the Hutt, who recently purchased Darth Vader's castle and is turning it into a hotel. And while exploring the castle, they hear about 3 terrifying tales. Similar to last year's holiday special, this one will pull on a lot of the lore from multiple points in the Star Wars story, and it sees actors Tony Hale and Christian Slater joining the regular cast. And ultimately, I'm excited to check this one out, as I think these movies are pretty funny. Next up, thanks to Bricklink on YouTube, we've got a rumored list of upcoming Ninjago Legacy sets. The first one is listed as Jay's Thunder Dragon, which is making me wonder if it could be Jay's Elemental Dragon from the Skybound line, or perhaps the Lightning Dragon from the original season, which would be pretty cool. The next set is listed as Lloyd's Car, which makes me think it could be the Ninja Nightcrawler that we saw from the Sons of Garmadon line, which seems like the likely set because it couldn't be the Jungle Raider that we got in a recent line. The next set is listed as Zane's Power-Up Mech, which leaves me a little bit confused as we just got Zane's Titan Mech in the most recent wave. So I'm a little bit confused as to what this one's referencing. The next set is listed as Legendary Dragon, which makes me think it could be Firstborn, the mother of dragons from the Hunted season. But I'm secretly hoping it's one of the other dragons, like the 4-headed Ultra Dragon from the Battle with the Great Devourer. The next set is listed as Kai Vehicle, but as we've already gotten the Kai Fighter and the X1 Ninja Charger in the Legacy line, there only leaves a couple couple others that come to mind. The first one that comes to mind is Kai's Blade Cycle from the Rise of Snakes line, which could be good for a smaller price point set. And the other one's the Katana V11 boat from the Sons of Garmadon line, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Just like Jay's Electro mech from this year, there's going to be another 4+ style mech. And there's also going to be 3 Power Spinjitzu sets of Jay, Kai, and Lloyd, which remind me of these Spinjitzu Slam sets. But the set I think most people are going to be most excited for is an upcoming additional modular building in the Ninjago City line. As someone who's been collecting these sets all along, another expansion sounds great, and this one's supposed to be a little bit more affordable at only $150. The final set is listed as MBD, and many think it could be a Master Builder series style set like the Star Wars Cantina. But just as with all these rumors, we'll have to wait and see. And speaking of rumors, thanks to TalkBricks, it looks like we could be getting some recolored LEGO Creator sets soon. This would include the LEGO Creator Fiat 500 in a light blue color, and the Mighty Dinosaurs set in a black color scheme, amongst other sets. On the whole, I think this is a pretty unique idea, and I'm very curious to see which sets will be coming out in addition to these two. I personally could see the LEGO Creator Expert cars, or maybe even a modular building, being popularly released in other colors. But we'll have to wait and see what this turns out to be. Next up, we finally have official photos now of all the different advent calendars, so let's break down the new ones. First, from LEGO Marvel, we've got the Avengers advent calendar with 298 pieces, and this one is definitely the one I'm most hyped about. I love all the Marvel-themed mini builds, and especially the exclusive minifigures, including the epic Iron Man in the Christmas sweater and Spider-Man in a Letterman-style jacket. Some of the mini builds feature clips in line with the rest of the Iron Man Hall of Armor, not to mention that it also includes the Infinity Gauntlet and all 6 Infinity Stones. The LEGO City Advent Calendar has 349 pieces, and features some mini builds including some micro versions of some of this year's sets. Plus, there's plenty of minifigures from the LEGO City Adventures show, including Santa Claus. The LEGO Friends Advent Calendar has 370 pieces, and is pretty unique this year, as all of the characters are featured as these micro mini dolls, and most of the mini builds are built for their scale. And these 3 are already on top of the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar, featuring tons of builds and characters from The Mandalorian, and the LEGO Harry Potter Calendar, which can actually even be turned into a board game. The licensed calendars are $40 and the unlicensed ones $30, but I'm still super excited to pick many of them up when they come out in September. And if you want to pick any of these up and support the channel, I've left links in the description below. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there were 2 projects hit 10,000 supporters on the platform. First up, we've got Jaws based on the 1975 film. The build here depicts the boat the Orca, which looks really accurate to the film, especially with all of its different equipment, including those iconic yellow barrels. It wouldn't be Jaws without a brick-built version of the Great White Shark, who looks really great in this depiction. As Jaws is one of those classic films, I definitely could see this set getting pushed through, and hopefully the review committee won't think we're going to need a bigger boat. Next up, we've got Knight Rider, Kit and the Flag Mobile Command Unit. Straight out of the 80s television show, this is a really nice depiction of that classic iconic car Kit and that really cool mobile command unit in the semi-truck. In the show, Kit would be deployed from the truck even while it was moving, so it's very cool that it can be loaded in the back. The builds for everything here are just super clean, and I love all the detail inside the mobile command unit. We got our minifigure for Michael Knight in LEGO Dimensions, and we know there's a fan base out for this 80s nostalgia, but as always, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Next up from Bricklink, just as I talked about last week, the additional pre-orders are now available for their first round of crowdfunding. While the Castle in the Forest wasn't available, the other 4 projects were, and the Great Fishing Boat was the first one to sell out. But as of this recording, there are still limited quantities available for the Sheriff Safe, Pursuit of Flight, and Kakapo builds, so be sure to pick those up quickly if you haven't already. Next up in LEGO VIP news, in a previous video I talked about some of these upcoming rewards that would be coming soon, each one with a different theme, including some really cool parts to add onto your collection. But up until this week, we hadn't known exactly how you might get your hands on them. While most rewards can be redeemed from the VIP portal, it turns out that this first one, the Fun and Funky VIP add-on pack, codes of it were sent as a targeted promotion to some VIP members over email, though sadly it doesn't seem like I was one of the lucky individuals. This definitely rubbed some fans the wrong way who are looking to pick this one up, and it's unclear if they'll be offered in some other way for the remaining packs or in the future. And as always with these things, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, folks. That was this week in bonus LEGO news, and there were some really exciting announcements. That Hogwarts Icons collection is really stunning, and I feel like that's going to be a tough one for me to pass up. And as I've been rewatching Ninjago, I'm very excited for the upcoming reveals coming from that wave too, especially more Ninjago City modular style sets. And I'm really eager we'll finally get some news about Skywalker Saga, because it's been a long time and it's making me worried. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below, as it really helps the channel, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win, and definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Hey guys, Michael here. Click to watch last week's video featuring the Mandalorian Forge, Marvel minifigures, and the possible return of LEGO X-Men, and don't forget to subscribe.